here at Robot. So I'm very excited to drink out of this thing. I may be slurring my words by the end of the episode, but we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to give a special thanks to Silver Bowl Museum for the gifts. Gifts were great. Bear was happy, I'm sure. You were happy, Bear?
I'm always happy.
Happy Bear is a good bear. Okay. And I wanted to thank Frank Cristiano also for being on the show last week. We had a great time. Shout out to all my boys in Bent Creek. It's not goodbye. It's just see you later. And this week we have very special guests. Happy to have you guys here. It's a long time coming. They're the sons of WWE Hall of Famer Dvon Dudley. They're rising stars in the world of wrestling. Please welcome Terrence and Terrell, better known as TNT.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you, Rob. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Happy to have you guys here. And also shout out to the man off the camera, too, Noel Steve Wright. He was our first guest ever on a Guy Thing podcast, and he's been a very, very good family friend at TNT since they've been growing up, and also co-owner of 3D Power Watch with Dvon Dudley. So thank you. Thank you for showing your support, bro, and being here.
Not a problem, bro.
Absolutely. So, we're excited to have you guys. You got a big show tonight.
Yeah.
Blueprint Pro Wrestling. 4:30 is the event, and I think you guys co-main event tonight? Or
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure where we are on the card. But
okay.
Yeah, we got us against the Dirty Blondes.
Mm-hmm.
We've wrestled them since like the past 3 to 4 years. We've been rivals with them, so it's just another match for us tonight.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I saw you guys at Blueprint probably about a year ago. Was the show that I was at when I saw you guys.
Yeah, that was
out there.
our debut match for Blueprint.
Yes, yeah.
We won, right?
You guys kicked ass, man. You guys kicked ass. And I saw that 3D death drop, which was pretty damn cool.
Anytime we hit the 3D, there's no way they're getting up. So that's the plan for tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I see it. I've seen those guys. You know, I got a little bone to pick with those guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I had a little conversation with them, and not too pleased with the outcome.
Yeah.
So tonight, I'd like to see you guys kick their ass.
Yeah, I think when we wrestle them, they have a manager, and the manager cheats for them. So tonight, hopefully, they don't have the manager, but with or without a manager, we'll kick their ass.
But if you need help,
you'll have Joe there.
Yeah, I'll be there, man. I'm gonna gargle with some green mist and spit it at them, bro. So I don't care. I got you.
Michael Patrick and Brian Brock with Dirty Blondes. We wrestled them numerous times, but they play dirty tonight. They're not playing dirty tonight. We're gonna hit that Dudley death drop. We're gonna pin them 1, 2, 3 tonight.
And if they do decide to play dirty, we may just have to bring tables out and play dirty ourselves.
Ooh, I'm going to be cheering for Get the Tables.
Yeah.
I'm cheering Get the Tables tonight. I'd love to see a table come out tonight.
Yeah,
absolutely. Make Jamil shit your pants, Jamil. Make you shit your pants tonight.
Hopefully Jamil can make that happen, because I'd be happy to put somebody through a table.
Jamil, Mike, my boys from Blueprint, love you guys. Make it happen. Let's get some tables.
They're very inclusive there. Like when I went there, like people were hitting the crowd, flying into the crowd. Like,
they even got a guy named Popcorn Guy. He sits front row every single show.
The old guy, right?
Older guy.
Yeah.
But it is weird because Popcorn Guy is not only at that show, he's at just about every show in Florida that me and my brother do. So every time we see him, we always take the popcorn and we smack it out of his hands. And he's very, very into it. He's a funny guy. So.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
People smacking his popcorn out.
Yeah, they did it a lot. They did it a bunch of times, and he got surprised every time.
That's so funny.
That's great.
He's a good dude. I'm gonna smack it.
They have a weird crowd there. They have a very weird crowd.
Yeah, it is.
Remember we were talking about that weird guy,
the belt guy.
The belt guy with the mafia or
Yo,
whatever.
you don't want to mess with that guy.
Well, apparently.
I know you. Well, you guys will probably take him down, but this guy's about 6'8".
Oh, not
He's
that guy.
huge.
I'm talking about the little one.
ECW belt guy.
The little weird one that was sitting next to me.
Oh, Fat Boy Mafia?
Yeah, Fat Boy Mafia.
He carries belts around with him?
Yeah.
I think we took a picture with him. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in. You can take a picture of him now. He's in state prison somewhere. I don't care. Well, he ain't watching. Anyway.
Maybe they're watching in prison. You don't know.
I hope not. I don't need no letters getting sent to my fucking shit. No thanks. Oh man, crazy stuff, man. But it should be good. The event is for our listeners, DS Sportsplex in Deerfield Beach, Florida. It's at 4:30 today. You could catch our guest TNT there tonight, taking on the Dirty Blondes. It's going to be a great show. They serve beer and wine as well. And they got some snacks and food and stuff. So, and I think Badass Billy Gunn is going to be there as well.
Billy Gunn and his son Austin Gunn is also going to be there tonight. I think that was announced last minute, but
Yeah,
that should be a good treat, last minute treat for them.
absolutely. Is he wrestling as well?
Austin, yeah, Austin's actually training at Team 3D Academy, which is Bubba and Dvon, the Dudley boys, our dad's school in Orlando. So Billy Gunn is actually a co-trainer there. He's another trainer there. So Team 3D Academy alumni as well.
Nice.
For Austin.
Yeah,
Gunn,
we did a show with him not about a year ago. He's pretty good. He works just like his dad. He moves just like his dad. So he's really
looks
good.
just like his dad too.
Looks-
Wears
yeah.
the same gear and everything.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he
that's
big?
great.
'Cause Billy Gunn's a big guy.
No, he's not as tall. Billy Gunn's really tall. Billy Gunn's like what, 6'5"?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah. No, I think Austin's
Yeah, Billy Gunn's a genetic
probably about
freak.
6 feet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But his son is big, but he's getting bigger. Like he's putting on, like in the last year, so he
Yeah.
put on like 20 pounds.
Like you guys, when I saw you
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
last year, you
Yeah.
guys were like 200. You guys
Yeah.
getting big now, buff.
Yeah, I think he were you like two.
Now I'm about like 220, 223
Yeah.
around there. So I'm trying to put on a little bit more,
What are you doing different? Like just lifting more,
eating more,
eating more.
eating more, lifting heavy.
So
So
I eat more. I just get
yeah,
fatter.
yeah.
That's after 30, it doesn't go to the muscle; it just goes to the belly.
Just mix in with the weights. And
That's
it's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Just hope for the best.
On that seafood diet.
Exactly.
See it and eat it.
Yeah, I'm on right now. I'm on a beer diet.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. This is actually a good beer. I'm gonna have to get a second in a moment.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so actually, I wanted to ask you, what's it like growing up? Because this is something that I've always thought. When I was a kid, I was a big wrestling fan, and I'd see like Hogan on TV. Right? Hogan was like my idol growing up. Loved Hogan, and I always wondered, like, wow, how cool would it be if my dad was a wrestler or your dad was a wrestler? How was that growing up, having your dad as a professional wrestler, seeing him on TV, and I know probably a lot of travel times.
Yeah.
How was that?
We
growing up?
we were fans just like anybody watching. So like just how you watched, we watched, and so we looked at them the same way that anybody else would. But
Mhm.
when you're around the locker room for such a long time, you start to get used to it. So they were kind of like uncles, like Edge. We used to call him Uncle Edge. Eddie was like close family, so like they became somewhat family. So but kind of became normal to us. Like we were all just everybody was a big family, pretty much. So growing up in the locker room, it was just an extended family for us.
Wow,
Yeah.
I can imagine that
Yeah.
because it's like that's like your dad's like a superhero to you, you know,
Exactly.
as a kid,
Yeah.
which was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
How was it like in the locker rooms as a kid, like going in and seeing all these like superstar wrestlers as a kid? It must
Pretty
have been,
intimidating, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because the Attitude Era was the era that we grew up in, and those were the biggest guys. Like, I mean, Kane, Undertaker, Big Show.
But they like to
Giants.
Yeah.
Tess,
They like to
yeah.
bust balls a lot because, like, our dad would tell him to scare us. So I'd go to shake his hand. I'd be like 4 years old, and he would stare me down and try to intimidate me and stuff like that. So they bust balls a lot, and they make things fun in the locker room. So that was pretty cool.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't think that. Like, even though they're these big stars, it's still a job.
Yeah.
So there's still, there's still people outside of it,
Yeah.
in the back. And
Yeah.
like my son watches Austin Creed's Up, Up, Down, Down all the time.
Oh, okay.
So they're always playing video games, but they're all together.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. Like, you don't think about that as a fan. You don't think there's stuff going on in the background.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with everything being inclusive, like it's so much easier for someone to get into it because now they know you as a person. So if they like you, they're gonna like you no matter what. If you're a heel or a face or
They got families too, just like everybody else. A lot of the wrestlers have kids
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and they play that certain character. But when they go back home, they're super dad or super husband, and
Mhm.
just like all of us. So,
Yeah. I was actually watching on the network about Matt Riddle because he's got his whole story.
love Matt Riddle.
Cool dude, he's got a cool story. But
King of the Bros
when he got fired,
from UFC.
it was bad. He's got kids, a wife, so you can imagine, like, these guys are traveling, they're training, and, 1 minute their life is going great, and next minute the guy's fired and he's got a family, and people, that doesn't resonate sometimes because people always see these guys on TV and don't realize, wow, these guys have a family too. So,
Right. I think I saw that. It was like the journey to NXT and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a chance too because I think he was without a job for a while, and he kept trying for WWE, kept trying, and he was not giving up on it. I think his wife had to support a little bit more, and take control a little bit more, and he lived out his dream, and now he's good. So he made it. Yeah,
But it's crazy because that story that he has is pretty similar to everybody's story because with this business, nobody starts out just going to the major leagues, and jumping up. You really have to sacrifice as far as when it comes to jobs. Taking bookings, you don't get paid much, paying your dues. So a lot of people get stuck in similar situations like that. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
Very
good though.
similar story, yeah.
Like you guys are legacies because you're dad. But you still have to work your way up to get there. Because if they just give it to you, then you're not working as hard and you have no base.
Yeah, we had a WWE tryout last year, and we thought everybody thought because when we go there that they would just kind of roll the red carpet out for us. When we went there, the head NXT trainer actually made it harder. So anything that other people didn't have to do, he would make us do, just because it was expected of us to do, and because we had been around the business and we had a upper hand compared to everybody else. So more was expected. So if anything, it's harder.
Yeah, I think we were doing drills at our WWE tryout, and everybody, the mood was kind of like, I would say like kind of flat, and then they were looking at us like, get everybody up,
Almost your job.
Yeah. They were looking at us. They were like, would your dad be proud? And we were kind of like, well, we're just like everybody else here. And, there's about 40 of us, 40 something of us. So, yeah, Matt Bloom, Scotty Tuhati, Lacey Evans and NXT, they were like, oh, get people up, get people energized, get people going, and they were looking at us. So, yeah.
Almost to be kind of like a coach, but like we were just like them. So we didn't expect that.
Because you've been doing, growing up in it. So,
yeah. I think they expected us to kind of have that already, like, hey, you guys already know the deal here. Give the energy out.
You're nervous just like everybody else is because it's your shot.
Yeah,
so,
all here trying to accomplish the same thing. Yeah.
Which is crazy because our tryout was, there was like 10 people who wrestled, but out of all like 40 or 50 people, most of them were NFL, power lifters, stuff like that. So it's like WWE's kind of looking more for like other industries.
Oh yeah, I mean UFC.
It's huge.
Look at Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
it's just feeding people in.
They're trying to mold them, I think, into what as long as you're teachable, you're trainable, they can mold you into what they want you to be. So that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's what's weird about WWE. I guess is like they're very specific in what they like, except for NXT.
Right,
NXT is this weird hybrid of amazing people.
Incredible.
Like Ricochet's on there, and all those guys who do crazy things. But then you watch Raw, and you're like. For me, I'd rather watch NXT.
Yeah,
it's more exciting. Like Blueprint, you guys do more stuff because you don't have this $1 billion behind you.
Creative freedom,
Creative freedom.
Freedom. Like WWE is like so by script. This is what Vince wants. I think NXT and Indies are more like, okay, go out there and be you. Go be who you want to be. So yeah, it's definitely a different ball game there.
I hear that a lot though. Everybody says they prefer NXT over Raw or SmackDown.
I'm not gonna
Oh, absolutely.
I watch it
First
all.
of all, you got Mauro Ranallo. That guy's like the best announcer in the world.
I like his commentary more than Raw, to be honest. Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, 100%.
Michael Cole needs to go.
Pull up the.
I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy or whatever, but he's been around so long.
Right.
He's kind of got the antiquated style of everything.
Can you pull up the YouTube channel?
It's obviously not us that
Comments
just think
and
that. I think he commentated for the Mayweather McGregor fight. I think.
Yeah.
So
He does all the Showtime stuff. He
He
does.
did Tyson
Bellator.
Fury and Deontay Wilder boxing match, which that guy, it's like watching a Rocky fight with him because he makes it sound so intense.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy I would like calling my wrestling matches,
Yeah. I think we need more
Without a doubt.
catchphrases. He's got the Mamma Mia,
Yeah.
JR. What was JR's? Slobberknocker.
Slobberknocker.
King had puppies and all that. Now it's kind of like
Can't talk about those anymore. It's PG era
it's
now.
PG now. But he has those catchphrases. He has that personality. He kind of brings it in there.
Well, a lot of from what I hear as a fan and, kind of hearing things, on podcasts and things like that, but it's the creativity, like you were saying, that creative freedom.
Yeah.
There's a lot of restriction, it seems like, from what I hear in WWE, because it's, the somebody's talking in their ear, the announcers, back in the day and I could be totally wrong, maybe you guys could correct me, but from what I heard, back in the day, guys had bullet points to hit on with their promo, but they were pretty much able to come off the way they wanted to, whereas now it's total, like everything is kind of said, okay, this is what you got to say when you get out there kind of thing.
I think everybody's different. I think somebody like back in the day, Shawn Michaels, I'm pretty sure could do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody who probably is not as trusted, I'm sure they were like babysitting him, telling him what to do, what to say. So I think, but for the most part, I think you're right. Yeah, they were just kind of bullet points, stuff like that. Yeah.
What do you think now with this AEW? Because now they're starting to make a splash.
I think that's full creative freedom. I think that's what they're all about. I think that Cody Rhodes is probably going to try to show, hey, this is what we can do when you do give people creative freedom, because they're tired of what WWE's doing.
It's already been pretty successful already with the. I don't know if you guys caught the All In.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people watch this. So if you look at the success with that, you're sure, and then also the press conferences and all that, it's already on a hot start. If anything, hotter than TNA was. So
big time.
At this point, yeah, it's pretty safe to say they're going to be a force to reckon with. I'm not sure that there'll be somebody who just yet will be able to compete, obviously, but somebody who's people are going to be watching.
Absolutely. Sure. Yeah, they got the backing. Tony Khan, billionaire.
Oh yeah. I don't think anyone's going to ever
compete. Yeah,
because you have 40 years, 50 years of fans, and now their kids are fans, and that's all they watched growing up. And
but I want to see direct competition.
Oh yeah,
I'd like to see maybe a resurgence of Attitude Era.
You'll never see like a WCW, WWE, like way back then. It just won't happen.
That was very rare.
Well, competition is always good because it makes everybody on their toes and work harder, faster, stronger. But I don't think anybody's ever going to compete at that aspect. But from a product standpoint, I think that there's always room to compete against. From a branding standpoint, they don't have what WWE has, but from a product standpoint, they could bring it to where they can push WWE, in that aspect.
I forgot who said it. Somebody said it. WWE is not a wrestling show anymore. It's a TV show. It's not really, like TNA was a wrestling show. They were trying to go head to head with a TV show. You can't beat the TV show. So I think WWE is
AEW.
AEW
definitely seems more of a wrestling as of right now, from what I've seen. So
they got a good back. They got Jericho, Kenny Omega. They brought in like two mega stars, to kind of streamline it.
Kenny Omega is probably #1 star in the world right now. Who's not in WWE. Yeah.
But I think that the first few pay-per-views that these guys have it's gonna tell the tale. It's gonna because they're gonna have to build momentum. They got the momentum signing Omega. They got the momentum signing Jericho. Obviously, they got the Young Bucks. But the
Young Bucks are part owners,
right?
And then is
and Omega's also got a partnership in there.
And then they also got Billy as a agent. So when you have a wrestling mind like that, who's as smart to the business as he is, that's always good. So that's a good acquisition.
We're talking about this too because it's funny. Road Dogg is with Vince, and now Billy Gunn's with Cody Rhodes.
I didn't think about that. Yeah,
that's pretty
cool.
Right,
so all the tag teams out right now. What's the dream match?
Yeah, I would say Usos. And we talked to them about the match too. They want to have a match with us, but at this point, they're getting not to the end of their careers, but by the time we hit the NXT level to WWE, by the time that happens, we don't know if we'll cross paths, but we're both on both sides.
Twins match would be amazing.
Really excited for that match.
I heard that somewhere.
They're second generation too.
Yeah.
They said that they feel like by the time we get up there, they'll be gone. I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe we could touch with them, but if
bring them out of retirement and
bring them back,
if they're there.
That would be awesome.
I don't know any other twins that are second generation aside from them, so it'd only be pretty cool to have both twins.
Noel was talking about before. That's what he wants to see.
Yeah,
and he was like, have Dvon in your corner, have Rikishi in their corner.
That'd be really cool.
I think it'd be cool to do, Haku from WWF. He has 3 sons. He has 2 sons. One of them's they're both in the Bullet Club now.
Oh, Tamatanga and
Tamatanga. Yeah. They trained at Team 3D Academy with us.
Oh, really?
We used to train with them all the time. So it'd be cool to have a match with Haku and his boys' corner, and then our dad and our corner.
That'd be
lots of cool second generation tag team matches that I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I forget which one's the bigger one, but he is humongous. You guys have the same haircut.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
He was
the Gorillas of War or something like that.
God, Gorillas of War or Gods of War.
Gods of War.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch, but they're getting a little older too, aren't they?
I
think they got some time left, and they still got.
They don't look like
they're
slowing down anytime soon.
I mean, they just took over the whole Bullet Club because the Bullet Club went to AEW.
Yeah.
So now they run the Bullet Club.
Pretty much. Yeah. And maybe it'd be cool for us to join in on that.
That'd be great. Go over to Japan.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
Cool. And we're all second generation, so.
It seems like AEW is really giving a lot of up and coming stars a shot. It's cool that they sign their big free agents. But it's good to have some guys that maybe people haven't really seen before on TV.
Yeah,
So I think it'd be great.
Same thing as in TNA when nobody knew who Samoa. People knew,
Yeah.
but after TNA, Samoa Joe, AJ, those are TNA homegrown guys that got a name from there. So hopefully we'll see the same thing with AEW, or we can get new AJ Styles, Samoa Joes. That's good for the business. So
yeah, they just signed B Priestley, who's probably the number one female star who's not from Japan or WWE.
Really?
Yeah.
They gave Austin Gunn a chance in All In. He was in the Battle Royal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Billy Gunn's son. Yeah, he was in the Battle Royal. I think he got eliminated by Bubba though. His teacher. Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool, man. So what about well, I know it's kind of piggybacking off of what you said, but if you could pick a tag team from any generation, aside from Usos and the Twin thing, any generation from
any generation.
80s, 90s, Attitude Era, who would be the WrestleMania main event match that you guys would want to have it with?
Road Warriors. I watched a lot of Road Warrior tape. I mean, how could you not?
Love that guy.
When you want to be a tag team, you look at the best. Of course, the Dudleys fall into that. The Hardys fall into that. But I think everybody would be in agreement to say that the Road Warriors were probably number one.
Yeah, they started all of it.
They started the tag because they were like the main event. And that was like unheard of for tag teams.
It's still the unheard of now, which is crazy. Like,
so they kind of brought that, even though it's not. It kind of went back out, but they kind of brought that. So I think the Road Warriors would be a good match, for sure.
I want to see Owen Hart and Bret Hart against us. I think that would be a phenomenal match right there.
That would.
I think we can go. We
amazing,
would be able to go an hour long just because of our wrestling backgrounds. We know amateur wrestling. They know amateur wrestling. So I'm a big fan of their stuff. So I think that'd be a really good match.
That'd be a dream
I thought you
match,
guys would
man.
pick the Dudley Boys. Like that would have been.
I always pick the Dudleys.
Don't turn on family. That's what we were told.
That's right.
We actually did an interview, and our dad was like, "Why did you pick us?"
So you don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day if there's enough money, we'll try to see if we can get that going.
Bubba and Dvon turn on each other so many times that didn't work out. So I don't think it'll happen with us.
So do they
There you
get
go.
hands on with you guys in the training?
Yeah.
For
sure.
So I'm
They get
sure they
trained.
taught you the 3D, like how to do it perfect. Because you guys do it seamlessly. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Oh, yeah,
perfect.
it's
when you
pretty
guys
smooth.
It's actually funny because Bubba always said what's different with us is that Dvon always did the pickup and Bubba did the cutter. So he said, you guys are twins, so you guys switch it. So you guys, that'd be how you guys would do it differently.
Oh wow!
And
So
then-
it's always someone different.
Yeah, and then Dvon was like, no, you should do the cutter. You should do the pickup. So they were arguing about it. And then we tried it. I tried the cutter, and I suck at the cutter. I can't do the cutter. So,
So
we
you're
just,
the cutter.
so he's the cutter. He
I
does,
can always get the timing right. I can always get the height right. Cutter works for me for sure.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't work for me, so I do the pickup and he does the cutter. But it looks pretty good. Like I watch it back and it looks.
Yeah, it
pretty
looks great.
sweet.
No, it's smooth. It's very smooth.
We get
I
some
saw
good. Yeah, we get some good airtime on it. So
Yeah, it's funny you said this. Bubba get hands on. He gets super hands on. And with Team 3D Academy is very old school. You know what I mean? So they'll say, "Hey, you don't want to sell. You don't want to act. And they'll take a forearm and hit you and say, "Now sell."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They'll do
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Bubba will slap you in the face just to get
At
a
one
reaction
point,
out of
he
you.
grabbed a chair just to make an example, and he was like, "You ready to sell now?" And the guy got scared. He
I do
said,
whatever you want.
Yeah. So they get super hands on, all legal, but yeah.
I mean, that's good though. That's how you learn, right?
Yeah, that's the best way.
It's better than a lot of trainers who come where you go to their school and they're not there. They just have somebody else take over.
They just use their name to build the school, but they're not.
They're actually there. They show up, and Billy too. Billy will get in the ring, and Billy works with you too. So all three of them are pretty hands on.
Yeah, even if they're not there, they got a guy by the name of Cruz who's been all over the indie circuit, and he's been there since Team Beauty Academy opened in 2007. So when he teaches you something or trains you something, it's almost like you're getting it from the Dudleys or Billy Gunn. So
That's awesome because they all got it from somewhere too.
yeah, they got it. So Cruz or anybody that's going to train you at Team Beauty Academy knows what they're doing and they know how to do it the proper way. So Team Beauty Academy has the best teachings.
Yeah, you don't hear about that anymore because back in the day it was the Heart Dungeon.
The Heart
was
Dungeon,
like where everybody went, like everybody's trained there.
Yeah.
But you don't hear about like people being trained places. So it's good that
Gangrel is right down the street.
Yeah, Gangrel's here.
he's huge. Have you seen him?
That's
He
big.
does all the steroids now. It's gigantic.
Yeah, he's still going. I saw him the other day do a moonsault.
He does it in Cold Springs. They do it in one of the schools over there.
Yeah,
It's like a block from my house.
He wrestles. He does more stuff than he did when he was in his prime.
Him and MVP are always on the same shows.
Yeah,
I think I seen him do a bump outside the ring, actually.
But yeah, there's so many training schools you can go to now. There's so many options. So whenever I hear people who say, "Oh, I'm training to be a wrestler," then you ask them where they're at, and you don't know who the person is. It's like, why would you choose them? When you have all these places, you have Game Grill, you have the Dudleys, you have the Wild Samoans,
Terry Funk.
Booker T,
Terry Funk still teaching
the
people?
Funk. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
Ocala,
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
You have James Storm is in Canada. Booker T's in Houston.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do, though. If you're gonna get trained, you got to do it the right way. You know, I see like these guys, they're boxers. You know, they're just learning.
Yeah.
The first thing the trainer does is punch them in the face like 50 times.
Yeah.
So they just, this is the game. This is
Right.
what you're getting into. You're gonna get punched. So you may as well get used to it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that kind of training.
That's
you
exactly how they do it.
Team
Yeah.
3 Academy is kind of like the Harvard, I think, of wrestling schools. Like even people in WWE, like the coaches would say, "Hey, you need to work on this. Go to Team 3 Academy." I think my dad told me that Triple H and Stephanie actually had a friend, and they referred them to Team 3 Academy. So it looks
Wow,
like,
that's big.
yeah, Triple H, refers them to go, Team 3D. Then that's the place to be.
know? Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
How's Triple H? Have you met him before?
yeah. He's actually the one that invited us to the tryout. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Well, he runs all of NXT, right? So everything goes through him.
Yeah, everything goes through him.
He runs. Yeah. He did it. He's doing a really good job with that, obviously. But yeah, he's.
I think
Vince-
every year he's getting more and more freedom.
Yeah.
He opened up the UK one, and
Yeah.
I think Vince is starting to. I think he always trusted Hunter, but I think he's starting to see more of, wow, Hunter can really take over.
His results.
Yeah, results prove it all. The numbers prove it all.
it's hard to give away all that power.
Yeah.
He has all that power and just giving it away, especially to a son-in-law. I know it's like to be a son-in-law.
Yeah.
You follow him, I don't want to give you the power.
But if there's anybody who would, then Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
I would feel he would be one. The one to give it to.
You
So.
can tell he loves what he
Yeah.
does.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every time there's a change in the belt on NXT, he's got a picture with the person like right after.
Yeah.
Like Velveteen Dream finally won a title. He's going to be so big. I mean, John Cena called him the next John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
What do you guys think about the team?
I like him a lot.
Great athlete.
Don't know
Great
him as a
athlete.
person, obviously, but yeah, great athlete.
Yeah.
His stick had to grow on me
Oh, really?
because it was a little weird coming out. The way he dresses, it was just odd. But then it grows on you.
Yeah.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah. Extremely charismatic.
Nah,
I
great athlete.
I love his gimmick. I think his gimmick is
Yeah,
entertaining.
And
And
it's-
he's super young because I know he's saying close to our age, but
He's
I think
younger,
I
actually.
think he's younger. Yeah, but
He's
he's
a
I think like
mixture.
21, 22.
yeah,
Yeah, he's like a mixture of Gold Dust and Rick Rude.
yeah.
I was thinking Macho
Yeah.
Man too, a little bit. In
Yeah,
there.
a little macho.
I don't know
man.
if it's just.
Well, he
the
does
elbow.
that. Yeah, the purple
elbow
rain.
And he does the
purple
twirl.
rain,
He does the.
Yeah, when he comes out,
Yeah, he has the colorful.
he
colors.
puts them all together because on every show, like a takeover like a year and a half ago, he was wearing like Hogan kind of outfit, and then he had macho outfit. Like he's like, you could tell he was a fan growing up, and he's like, "Can we do this? Can we do this?"
Yeah.
And that's what's so good about NXT and like all the young guys coming up because they're giving them like a say.
Right.
Like obviously not all of it, but hey, what makes you more? Oh, this would be cool.
Yeah. Because at that point you're so early in your career, well, just like us, you're still trying to find your shtick, what's good for you. So you have to experiment at that stage of the game. So yeah.
I've seen that on the indies, like me going to different indie shows. Like some things I try to do that doesn't work with some crowds. Some things I do it does work. So I think in NXT they kind of want you to kind of throw stuff on the wall, see if it sticks. So at least here you can do that. So when you get on the main roster, you know kind of what does. I think that's why they give them that freedom.
Speaking of going to different shows, like so, you guys are road dogs, right? You're always traveling.
Yeah,
What's that like? Like being gone all the time.
I think we just learned from our dad. And we spend a lot of time in cars. Spend a lot of times not eating or not sleeping a lot. Eating fast food, trying to find the healthiest stuff when you eat fast food, stuff like that.
What's a favorite fast food joint? Like of everywhere you've been?
I like Wawa now. They got healthier options at Wawa.
I like Chipotle.
Oh,
Oh,
Chipotle.
yeah, I love it. I did not love Chipotle.
Yeah.
They deliver now.
So when Chipotle first came out, I ate it every day for like 2 weeks straight, seriously, and then I got sick of it, and then I stopped eating it completely.
That's like our go-to whenever we need something quick and easy. And feel
Yeah, it's decently healthy.
Yeah.
So I listened to Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast. Right,
Yeah.
he's got a good show, and somebody had mentioned him. They said, how is it working out? You're always on the road. You guys are so big. Like how do you maintain that size and the physique when you're constantly traveling and wrestling? He's like, well, he goes, you make do. You know, you're in the hotel. They got a little gym. You do everything you could do in there. As far as food, especially when you're coming up, you don't got that much money. He said you go to fast food places. He said, well, how the hell do you stay in shape? He said, you just buy burgers and throw the buns out. I just eat the buns or eat the chicken. You know, they said that's what we do. I'd buy 10 burgers, throw all the buns out, just eat the meat. And that was it.
I read his book, and he was talking about how he would last on a potato. Like a full potato, he would cut it in thirds, and he would eat that because he couldn't afford anything else.
Wow.
And that's
crazy.
like when he was training, that's what he would do. Yeah.
So our schedule's not hectic like that. Like our dad, you know, WWE and stuff like that. We do shows here and there. So I always ask my dad, hey, what do you do? He actually eats a lot at catering because Raw, SmackDown, they have catering.
Okay.
They'll take boxes to go. So there's little hacks and stuff you can do. I have to have like my shakes, like my NutriBullet shakes. So I was like, I'm gonna take my NutriBullet with me. I'm gonna take my because I get meals delivered in my home, healthy meals. So I'm gonna take those meals with me.
Hey, me too, man.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow.
That's the way to go.
Starting tomorrow. Fresh meal plan.
Yeah. Fresh meal plan? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Sensible Meals or no?
Nah, is that like an Orlando area?
It's Louisiana, but they eat worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Or not U.S. Yeah.
Nice.
All over the U.S. Yeah.
But they ship your meals to you.
That's the
You get
best.
3 a day. It's all healthy.
Yeah.
You get double protein. You pay a little bit extra. You get the standard one, but yeah, it's pretty good.
You guys need the double protein.
Yeah.
Trying to bulk up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
definitely.
being twins, like you guys have a lot of the same taste, or I always find like whenever I meet twins, which isn't that often,
Yeah.
they're either exactly alike or completely opposite.
Exactly.
It's funny. It's like crazy because we're exactly alike, but we're also exactly opposite in certain things too. Like we grew up together, so we played the same sports, we listened to the same music, watched the same TV shows, things like that. But sometimes we do have a little bit of different, like in how we react to certain things or how we do things. We do things differently sometimes. You know what I mean? Like how we think. Like I'm a little bit more creative, I think. He's a little bit less creative. He's a little bit more impatient. I'm more patient. Like we have these little things and ticks that
So then you're more spontaneous then too. Then
I would say maybe I'll exercise my options more.
There you go.
I'm the one that might do something and then mess up. Maybe not really realize.
Like Matt. We always talk about it, but Matt and Jeff Hardy. Matt was always like the older one that would keep Jeff in check, and so he would always make the stupid decision. I would have to keep him in check. So that's like kind of how that's how we're different as far as personalities.
That's cool.
Like we're doing a wrestling match with them.
Like he'll want to do a dive or something crazy, and then I have to like stop him from that. Yeah.
hold on now, we got to work again tomorrow.
I want to do a table. He'll want to light the table on fire.
We learn from the best. I think we like to do things old school. The less, the better. We realize. So when we're in the ring, we try to do is the less, and usually we get more reactions when we do less because we're telling a story. Like people are reacting more. People are seeing that there's a story going on. It's not just moves, you know.
Yeah, I mean the Flash is fun, but you know, seeing no one does old school anymore. Now it's all flips, which are great. They're fun too, but
It's changed a lot for sure.
like Joey Ryan's like that a lot. He's not very flashy, but
He is the gimmick.
well, yeah. I mean, he's a little different. He's got the penis gimmick.
Yeah.
But
Suplexing people with his dick.
that was great on All In when they had the March of the Penises.
Oh yeah,
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, this would never happen in WWE, even in the Attitude Era.
Maybe
Like,
the attitude era.
Yeah.
ECW.
I think Attitude Era.
The ECW.
Come on, I was
might
just
have-
watching Mark Henry's special on the
Where
network,
he
and
cut
they
his
had Mae
ring.
Young in the fucking bed with him.
Oh.
Come on, dude. And then she was giving birth to a hand, and she was smoking a cigar. I mean, that's
Good old
funny as
days.
hell. Did you guys work regular jobs too, or are you full-time wrestlers?
No, we're not full time yet.
Okay.
We would like to be soon. Right now, we're working. We timeshare stuff like that. So right now we're doing that, and then we do shows whenever we can. So
That's cool. So, like, you basically threaten people to buy the timeshare. Like,
pretty much.
you're like, you're gonna get the 3D, or you're gonna get a timeshare. Which one is it?
Easy sell. Easy sell.
That's right, man.
It also teaches us how to sell. Teaches us how to.
It works good with wrestling because you learn how to sell real estate stuff like that. You learn how to use your sales shit, like just like how you do in the ring. How you got to put over a character and sell that to the crowd, make them cheer and boo you. So
Yeah.
We
Helps
bounced
a little
back between we sold industry. I think sales is a good way coming up in this kind of industry,
Right.
to kind of get that sales
Oh, yeah.
aspect.
Learn how to talk to people.
And business.
I do
too.
insurance.
Yeah,
That's mine.
Oh, you do
Yeah.
insurance? Yeah, I did homeowners insurance for a little bit too.
Yeah, I do. I have 220s. I do auto and home, commercial. I do
okay.
everything. But yeah, like I had a busy day yesterday, and I'm like, I realized that like at the end of the day, you're just on the whole time.
Mhm.
You know, if you're good at what you do, I work for a car dealership, so I see I saw 15 people in 3 hours. You know, but it's just like making them laugh and doing the thing. Kind of, no one wants to buy insurance.
Right.
Yeah. That's funny because Kane owns his own insurance company.
Yeah,
With his
he's
wife.
governor
That's right.
now, too.
Yeah.
He's the governor of Tennessee,
yeah.
right? That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
And then Haku,
Somewhere in Tennessee.
Haku is a car salesman. Also.
Really?
Yeah, he's a car salesman. I wouldn't.
That's pretty
I
cool.
wouldn't want to say no to him.
Get the spike.
You definitely don't want to say no to him. Definitely not.
So my buddy texted me. My buddy Thomas is watching, so he wants to say hi to you guys. He's a big fan
What's up?
of Dudley
What's up,
Boys,
Thomas?
obviously. And he's like, can't wait to see you guys on NXT. So
Oh, awesome.
Hell yeah,
Appreciate
man. That's So what's next for you guys? Is that the game plan? You want to
Yeah.
get yourself up to NXT?
Yeah, well, right now we did the tryout with WWE last year. We talked to Matt Bloom about it. We talked to William Regal.
that's Albert, right? Matt Bloom?
Yeah, Prince
Okay.
Albert. He has like
He's huge.
he has like 3 names.
He's got to be huge in person.
Yeah,
A Train, Prince Albert, Matt Bloom, but they wanted us to go overseas. So right now we actually talked to a few Haku from Tamatanga.
Okay.
We talked to him about trying to get us overseas to Japan. So we're still in the process. We may or may not go to Japan or the UK. We're still trying to work that deal out. If not, then we would just make our way back to try to go back to NXT. But our goal right now is to go overseas. So we're going to try to go through that door first. If not, then we might just go straight to NXT.
Tag team division's bigger over there anyways.
It's
you know?
huge.
Yeah.
It's so weird because, like you said, we grew up in this industry, so we were always the kids. We were always the kids hanging around dad, in the locker room. So now most of our friends now are going up into NXT. Yeah, he's tiny.
He's a little guy.
Martin Stone, who's in NXT right now.
Lacey
Lane, MJ Jenkins. So these people now are like people that we wrestle with in our circle are now going into NXT.
You guys like any day now.
So it's like, for me, it's like, wow, before I was just Devon's kid just hanging in the locker room. Now it's like, oh, my friends, my circle all going in there, so it's different now.
So you're TNT going in. You're not Devon's boys coming in.
Exactly,
You have your own thing. I mean, that's probably better because if you guys would have just, gone straight in without all that background, you guys would have been Devon's sons forever.
Exactly.
Now you put the hard work in, you're going to be TNT forever. Who happen to be Devon's sons?
Right. I think people are still definitely expecting us to be like the Dudleys because they were extreme in ECW. They had that brawler, very physical and
Dude, I
rash.
saw some of their matches.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then they had the little guy Spike.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! I saw him get thrown off a fucking balcony. I was like, holy shit! I mean,
He's a teacher now.
is he really?
Yeah.
No, like
So
a
he
school
goes-
teacher.
School
Yeah.
teacher.
like he was a teacher
doing that.
That's so calm.
Yeah.
So they, I think
That's great.
I think fans, like, once we do come out, they're gonna want to see like an extension of that. They're gonna want to see a tag team that can be extreme, that can go. So even though we do want to go in a different route, I think we still have to have that edge to us.
Oh, yeah.
To
Bring
where-
all the fans in and then do whatever you want.
Yeah. We still have to have that edge to us to where we can go physically and we can do the things that they did. So
So who do you guys think is going to be the next big John Cena, thing that's in WWE right now?
right now, I think Finn Balor's doing pretty good right now. Yeah, I would say. I mean, from what I can see now, how it's been going, maybe Finn.
I think Elias is really.
Elias, I'm with you.
He loves Elias. I cannot
I'm with
stand him.
you. How could you?
I just think he's super entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're there live to see the crowd and how the crowd reacts.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Singing along.
Alan,
Joe
what's
needs a
up, brother?
beer.
Oh, my man. This is Alan, owner of Robot.
What's up, guys?
Thank you for having
You
us,
guys
brother.
need anything?
No, I think
You
we're
guys
good.
good?
Thanks, bro. want something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, can I get actually I'll just water?
I got you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I like Elias because, dude, Elias comes out, he engages with the crowd. That's the first thing, right? When you're a pro wrestler, you want to have that connection with the crowd. That's the biggest thing.
Of course.
You could be an okay wrestler, but if you got that connection with the crowd, as a fan, I mean, that's huge. So, and he happens to be a
Giant.
And I got to be honest with you,
He's-
you could tell the difference with a guy on TV, on the microphone, that is doing his own thing compared to somebody that's being told what to say. Because that guy, you could tell he's doing his own thing out there. He's writing his own songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it shows.
Well, it's like when The Rock used to pull out the guitar. They never told The Rock what to say when The Rock. I mean, they never told him what to say ever, aside from when he was like, remember when he interrupted, what is it, D-Lo?
Oh,
When he stole the promo?
oh
And
no,
he became the
Farouk.
Farouk.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
became the leader of the Nation Domination
Yeah.
right after that. That was crazy.
I read The Rock's book, and I gotta say, the Rock had balls, man. He knew he had it, and he was going for it. And he said to himself, "Next time I'm on TV, I'm going for it." And he did, man. And look what happened.
He got lucky. Because
He got lucky.
you don't cross Vince and like hope for the best.
Yeah. He's doing pretty good for himself now.
I think he's doing all right.
He's doing pretty good.
I saw the movie he did with Paige 2 days ago.
Was it good?
I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to see
thought it was really good. It was really good. It was better than I expected. Not to say I thought it was bad, but
Mhm.
like, I didn't expect it to be that good.
I didn't realize how many
Yeah.
people were in. Like Selena Vega plays AJ Lee,
Yeah.
and then the stunt double for the main girl who plays Paige.
Yeah.
was actually Tessa Blanchard. Who was a second generation.
Yeah.
She's probably my favorite female wrestler right now.
Yeah, she's really good. I'm surprised. I see her on NXT. I'm surprised she's not. I know she's with Impact. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
Yeah.
they just took the belt from her, and then now they have like the WoW women's wrestling, so she's the champion over there.
Oh, okay.
But
You know what? I think wrestling movies are doing pretty good, and I think they should come out with more of them. Because
people are starting to care again.
Mickey Rourke did The Wrestler. That went over really well. He actually won the Golden Globe
Oh, did he really?
that year.
No, I liked it. I just
And,
thought it put a depressing.
It was a sad
It
story.
was a sad story.
Yeah, it was like a
but-
guy who was once
Yeah.
probably almost a WWE style wrestler that was pretty big on the indie scene, and then he fell apart.
I'm glad that Paige's movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm glad that from what it seems, it's taken more of a positive light, kind of a positive part of wrestling.
Uplifting.
That's good. Yeah, I'm dying to see it. It looks good, and it got really good reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gave it like 90 something percent. I'm like,
That's
that's
rare.
really good. Thank you, Alan.
Of course.
You know, I got to drive,
Thank you,
man.
Alan.
This is, I don't know.
That's a low ABC beer, man. You're good.
All right, so Dirty Blondes tonight.
Yeah.
What's right after that? Like, do you guys have another show coming up?
Right now, we're taking a break for a minute. We have some shows lined up in Jacksonville after, but not for a few weeks.
Okay.
So yeah,
Little break, work
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
rest your body.
Yeah, so we were always told by Bubba and Dvon, take the shows that are worth it, but save your bumps. Think smart. So that's what we're doing. So yeah,
Any big injuries ever?
I haven't had any major. I think you've had some small injuries.
Smiley, I broke my nose, broke my thumb, tore my meniscus, my PCL.
That's not small.
Yeah, those are about the biggest one. Other than that, just lots of bumps, bruises.
What was the hardest bump you guys ever taken individually, or like when you either went through a table or got thrown out of the ring, or
He got put through a table at 14 or 15, but Bubba.
Yeah,
So that's probably the
Oh,
hardest one.
At training?
Bubba put you through a table with
It was
14
TNA,
years.
actually.
TNA, yeah. So that's
Really?
probably the hardest. Yeah,
They involved us in the storyline.
Oh, and they were battling.
yeah.
TNA had a storyline where my dad and Bubba were. They had been partners for so long, and they decided to split and go their own ways. But then Bubba like spit beer in our face, and then TNA had a pay-per-view, and he handcuffed our dad to the ropes and threw me to a table.
Wow.
And then he super kicked my brother and pinned him.
Yeah. That probably was the hardest bump I think I took.
Really kidding?
Yeah, probably so far.
Wow. Yeah, I hear these kicks on TV. I'm just like, what's that cracking
I always want to
sound?
know what that sound is. It sounds like someone's hitting something. It's always the same sound.
I think it's
Every super kick.
friggin'
Their
foot
face.
hitting their face. Dude, that is
Usos
brutal.
and Ricochet, those guys are good at that.
They
Yeah.
do it awesome, man.
Usos, I don't even know how they do it the way they do it.
Loud.
Yeah.
It is loud. I've seen. There was one match I saw the Usos in where they just kept doing the super kicks on people, and it was like one louder shot after the other. It was like crack.
If you ever want to watch super kick, watch the Young Bucks. They call it super kick party. There'll be like 10 to 20 of them.
Oh,
They even have super kick party T-shirts. Like,
I think they have a move set where they kick once, twice, 3, and then like another altogether 4.
yeah, I mean, they have.
It was like ridiculous. Like
They're bringing back, and that's what I want to see. It's like tag team wrestling. They have so many tag team moves that work together.
Mhm.
Like the Hardys back in the day, the Dudleys. You know, the What's Up is probably
One of my
favorite
favorite
thing of all
matches
time.
of all time was the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys
In the ladder
in the ladder match. It was
Which one?
the first one.
My favorite
Yeah.
was
SummerSlam, right?
SummerSlam.
WrestleMania 17.
Unbelievable, man.
I was there for that one, but that one was pretty cool. I like that one. The one at Houston Astrodome.
Wait, was that the one where Edge and Christian won the tag titles?
They won them all, actually.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Bastards.
I think there was three. There was like 3 TLC
Motherfuckers.
matches, and they won all.
Thanks for reminding us.
Turn the knife there, Joe. Good job.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. That was just an overall good pay-per-view.
When Edge speared, who did he spear? Jeff Hardy?
Oh, yeah, Jeff Hardy.
He was hanging onto the belt, and he
Speared
speared him
Lita.
from the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Speared Lita too, yeah.
That
That's
was
right.
probably one of the
Lita
saddest
was
times ever
so
been
hot.
when he retired.
When I was growing up, watching Attitude Era, Lita, man, when she had the thong on
It's like their
with
aunt,
the pants.
what do you do?
Dance
I
hot.
don't know if I'd say that.
It's pretty hot on.
She was smoking. I had such a big crush on her.
She looks
Man.
really good now. She's aged really
Beautiful. Yeah,
Such
beautiful
a-
lady.
I mean, I watched Evolution when they had the women's pay-per-view.
well. All of them look good. It could still go.
Yeah.
Trish,
Yeah.
Lita, Molly Holly.
Well, how you look crazy. I was like,
She-
look
she
at her
was-
hair go.
Yeah, Molly Holly looks like a middle-aged mom now.
Yeah.
You know,
They all
it's so
kinda
funny.
do.
I mean, she's pretty, but she got the short hair. I was expecting her because I used to have a big crush on her too, Molly Holly. She was so hot.
When she was blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they announced her, exactly when they announced her at the Royal Rumble, I was like, "Oh shit, Molly Holly!" And then she come out with the brown short hair. I was like, "Huh?"
Drive a
I
minivan
was
to the
like,
ring.
You didn't like it when she was bald?
Mick
Yeah,
James is still going on.
Still going hard too. Like she's doing really well.
She's
I don't
smoking
know if I've
hot.
ever seen anybody who's still as good as she is, still as hot as she is,
No.
still going.
a couple of kids.
Yeah.
So somebody, okay. So you know Chris from Blueprint, the ring announcer. He's all
Chris is
over.
Van Vliet.
Yeah, he's awesome. That guy. He's a good dude. He interviewed Mickey James. I was watching one of his things. I was like, "You lucky bastard." But he's interviewing everybody.
There's so many.
Yeah, he interviews everybody.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
good
like
gig.
that they finally went to women who can wrestle now.
Yeah.
You know, not just like we'll get really hot women and teach them to wrestle. You know, I think
A long
in
way
WWE,
from
Alexa
Ron
Bliss
Penny
is
matches.
probably my favorite.
Alexa.
On the mic, she is amazing, and
Yeah.
she's a great worker.
Yeah. There's
Um,
one female, Scarlett Bordeaux. You've heard of her?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He has
So-
mentioned
so
quite a
she's-
few times.
I'm
actually.
like a huge fan of hers because I
Yeah.
thought I didn't see her wrestle. I just seen her vignettes or little videos.
Me too.
And I
never
thought
saw-
she was just one of those hot models, kind of like back in the day where they couldn't wrestle. And then I seen her wrestle, and I was like, she's got it all.
and yeah, she's
she's-
smoking.
She's smoking. And then I seen she actually wrestled a match in WWE with Nia Jax.
Really, I didn't.
Yeah,
see it.
I just
Let's
saw
Google that today.
Yeah,
But-
she's impressive.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Lacey Evans could do because she's got a little.
I'm tired of seeing her walk to the ring
Yeah.
and then walk back.
Well,
That's all they're doing. She's not
well,
talking.
they gave her a lot of time in the Royal Rumble this year
Yeah,
against
she's really
Charlotte.
good.
Her and Charlotte was
She's
nice
good,
because
yeah.
two big
I watched
blondes. They were going at it, but you could tell Charlotte was the way superior wrestler.
Yeah.
She's still
Well,
coming
I
up.
mean,
I mean, yeah, but I want to see Lacey Evans in a year or two, fully trained, ready to go. I think she's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if we see her and Charlotte in the main event at WrestleMania one year.
yeah, the women's division took off, and they have the tag team titles now. Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Yeah.
I think Ronda Rousey's finally getting old for people. As the crowd's starting to
They're going to
boo
start
her.
turning on her. Yeah, I think it's
Becky
good.
Lynch is
She's
up here.
She's a
She's
maniac.
getting big. She's getting big pops everywhere. She's like
Yeah.
the female. Everybody's saying she's like the female Austin.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Every-
say
Even
that.
with the knee injury. and
Even
everything
Austin
now.
said it.
You
Even
know,
Austin.
said,
loved
yeah,
it.
they even had the
Austin's-
cops come out and hold her down like they did with Austin
Mhm.
back in the 90s.
Well, they should. Why not? If you had Vince and you had Stone Cold, right? Which was probably, in my opinion, the greatest feud ever. Everybody wants to kick the shit out of their boss, right? And but now you get the next version. You get Becky Lynch and Stephanie McMahon going head to head,
Yeah.
like a woman version of the Austin thing.
Yeah.
And I tell you, everybody hates Stephanie McMahon, right? Because she's good. She could easily get under everybody's skin.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Becky Lynch. Perfect right there. Like a headline. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're working towards it right now. They pulled her out of WrestleMania or whatever.
She'll be
put
back.
Charlotte in.
They got to have a triple
The
threat.
worst thing happening
gotta
right
have
now
a
is what they did to
triple
Kofi Kingston.
Oh.
It didn't even make any
Kofi
sense. Like
Mania.
Becky
That's
Lynch made
not
sense
over
because
yet.
she was hurt.
I just think it's funny that Vince likes messing with people.
That was crazy. And they just, hey, oh yeah, Kevin Owens is back. Yeah, he gets a shot.
He'll get a shot because you saw that's what happened with Daniel Bryan, and they kept doing it. But then at the grandest stage of them all,
Mhm.
at WrestleMania in New Orleans, he finally won the titles. So we may see Kofi eventually.
You think they'll let him win?
I think eventually.
I think there's going to be a
Let's
big
let something-
payoff. I don't think they would do that
yeah.
without something.
There's got to
They
be some
should.
The
payoff.
crowd is back.
The New Days are some of the like most talented guys, like as far as crowd work.
Yeah.
I wonder if they let them just have free reign because like the pancake thing and the bootios and
They
like
had to, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they didn't write this.
the writers aren't that good. Sorry,
Yeah, you can't
but
write that.
So I'm gonna let you guys get ready for your match. I want to thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been a
Thank you guys
blast,
so much.
man. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming over to the brewery.
I appreciate
Do me a
it.
favor. Any final words for the Dirty Blondes?
Say it loud.
Anything at all.
Say it loud. Tell them how you feel.
Well, last time we saw him was when? Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I think we got cheated out. We lost the titles in Jacksonville. So tonight is our retribution. Tonight, we're not going to be wrestling for a while, so we got to go out with a bang. Tonight, we're going out with a bang. I don't think the titles are on the line, but we're going to wrestle as if the titles were on the line, as if we're getting it back. With or without a manager, we're 3D'ing them, and we're winning the match tonight.
Damn right. I like
Plain
it.
and simple. We're just gonna whoop your ass all over Deerfield. That's it.
I'm ready, man. I'll be ringside, so just wink at me or just let me know. I'll do something, man. I'll help you out. If I gotta take that manager out, I will.
If they got a manager, we're calling you, bro.
Call me, man.
Like,
I got you.
off the
Man.
rail, man.
I'm hopping the rail. Jamil, hold me back, bro. All right, guys. For our listeners, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, checking out our boys TNT. They're moving up in the wrestling world. You're going to see them on TV on NXT really, really soon. We can't wait. We wish you guys the best of luck tonight.
Yeah, get on
and
the
in
hype train now. Don't be late to the hype train.
And tonight, for our listeners, 4:30 p.m., gates open up. Blueprint Pro Wrestling at the DS Sportsplex in Deerfield Beach, Florida. You can still get your tickets online at blueprintprowrestling.com, or you could actually go to the gate and get your tickets. So make sure you do that.
All right. Thanks again, guys.
All right, man.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. Appreciate it. Great show.